Well, ladies and gentlemen, after a slightly dodgy start with Taunton, we're actually creeping closer to the playoffs. Maybe I'm exaggerating that a little bit because we are still 13th, but look, it's only 2 points away from the playoff positions, so there's still hope yet. Welcome back to our Zero to Hero series and part 4 of our league journey with Taunton Town. As you can see, we are down in 13th and we've got 2 more matches for you today. The first is an FA Cup 4th qualifying round against Ebbsfleet, which would put us into the FA Cup first round proper, and then we've got a league game against Dulwich Hamlet, who are down in 14th, which is very close behind us. Since you were last with me, we have played through a few more matches, the last one on the channel being against Eastbourne Borough. We haven't actually lost a match since then. We can see we drew against Slough. We absolutely battered poor Hartley in the FA Cup second qualifying round. We've had wins against Helmsforth. We beat Bath 2-0, our starting team in last year's series, and then we had a 2-2 draw against Bishop Stortford, which wasn't very good, but we did then win the replay. And then we've just drawn against today's opponents, Ebbsfleet. We've also had a few more things happen in terms of transfers. As far as I remember, we haven't had anyone else out, but we have had one more in. And it's someone we looked at in the last episode in the form of Enoch Asante. Now, is a little bit mad potentially to buy another striker when we already had 2 very high quality ones, but A1 can we just appreciate over here this man's star ability, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't mean a huge amount, but he has hit the ground running. He also is a target forward, which I think actually suits this pretty well, how we're playing with the 4-4-2, as it gives us someone to sit next to either Martel Taylor-Crossdale or Jaden Smith, and he can nod down those goals for him. But as it turns out, he's actually quite a good goal scorer himself. He scored 2 on his debut. He scored a few in the FA Cup, question mark. He scored 1 in the cup competition, but he's got 4 goals in 3 appearances and a 7.97 rating at the moment in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. We are going to start off straight away with this match against Ebbsfleet. But before we do that, if you do enjoy today's episode and you're enjoying the series so far and want to support it, please do go and drop a like down below. I know it's a bit annoying asking, and you're probably sick of YouTubers saying it to you in videos, but it just really helps out getting the video pushed in the YouTube algorithm, so it'd be really appreciated. This is going to be our team for today, though. We've got Bycroft in goal, Ball, Leslie Smith, Purcell and Pearson as our back 4. We've then got Stern, Whiting, Budd and Zach Smith in the centre of the park. And then Asante and Taylor-Crossdale up front. Choosing Taylor-Crossdale over Jaden Smith because he does something that Jaden Smith doesn't. Well, he scores goals. He hasn't scored a lot, but he is getting assists as well. You can't actually see much of that. I thought he had more assists than that. Although I think a lot of them, 3 of his assists came in the cup, so they're not actually showing up there, which could be a part of the problem. But nonetheless, he's been in decent form, so I think we're very happy with him at the moment. We have had to rotate a little bit for this tie because it is coming very shortly after the match in the cup against Ebbsfleet, in the league against Ebbsfleet, sorry. So a little bit of a rotated team. Like I said, a 2-2 draw against them in the league. If we did that today, we would at least get to penalties, which would be all right. I think we'd be okay with that. We'd like to progress past them. We're in decent enough form to do it. It's going to really come down to how we play on the day, which, is kind of blindingly obvious. I get that. But we can have days where we're a little bit off. And Ebbsfleet are one of the better teams in the league. Although, as we've seen, we're getting a bit better. Sante is all on his own here. Oh, he doesn't get it on target. He had the opportunity there within 10-15 seconds of being on screen for the first time in this series, putting a goal in the back of the net and showing you guys how good he has actually been. Big ball forward there from Ebbsfleet is gathered pretty easily by us. Stern once again, remembering he's an inverted winger, trying to cross the entirety of the middle of the pitch and just getting tackled. And now Ebbsfleet once again with a ball forward. It's easily swept up by Pearson though, and back to Bycroft. I wish we wouldn't play quite as many balls that are long like that forward, because they result in this sort of thing. I absolutely hate. If you're a long-term viewer of the channel, And let me know down in the comments below if you feel the same way about this. Goalkeepers that distribute ridiculously long like that, although to be fair to him, all of our players were marked there, so maybe we let him off. But I hate them, the keepers that distribute long, just because you half the time you give away possession, and then that sort of thing happens where you just go, you're giving the other team another opportunity to come on the attack, and I'd rather limit those if we could. We're not doing very well here, looking at possession, shots, and every other statistic in the game. And Ebbsfleet have another corner and are 2-0 up very, very early on here. It isn't ideal, is it, really? What do we do about this? I've got my lovely Taunton badge on, of course. Got to show that one off. Right as we're watching a highlight of us conceding, I'm sure they're very, very proud of me in real life. We're looking pretty awful here. I feel like we just dropped back to balance for a second and encouraged the team just to try and regain some sort of control. We're at home as well, so you'd think maybe the home support, and there does seem to be quite a lot of it considering this is a cup game. I'm guessing the supporters are hoping we go on a little bit of a cup run here and are here to support us, and we've missed yet another header there, and it's just allowed Ebbsfleet to go, oh my god, pretty much unchallenged through on goal is what I was about to say. Right, after bumping the team up and saying how good they've been at the start of this in the intro, the boys are letting me down a little bit here. Ebbsfleet seem fully up for this. We, however, we're 25 minutes in, 3-0 down, don't seem to have really got into gear yet. I'm berating the entire team. We're going attacking, we're berating the entire team. Is that the right thing to do? Maybe not. Hey, look, at least we're doing all right in the league. That's all we're going to say about this. We have got a free kick in their area. Stern trying to find Purcell. He's just about managed it. I'm not really sure how. And Purcell now crossing into Asante, who is going to get a goal on the channel and pull one back for us. This is why we've brought him in, because we were hitting cross after cross after cross and just no one getting on the end of them. And he can get on the end of them, which is really bizarre because his heading, when you have a look at it, isn't really all that good in his attributes, I guess. And I haven't actually taken much notice of how tall he is. I'm gonna have to go have a look now. Asante, where are you? There you are. Enoch Asante. He is 6'2". His heading is awful, but his jumping reach is really good. It seems to be working all right for the lad. I'm okay with what he's doing. We've regained possession here through Taylor Crossdale. And can we go on the attack again? Ball with another ball forward. That sounded all right in my head. And then I said it and it was just lots of balls. It was a little bit of a balls up. Just ignore that one, guys. I would edit that out if I could, but it's in the middle of a highlight, so we're not going to. And once again here, Ebbsfleet just controlling us. And once again, into Bingham. Leslie Smith is going to have to come off at half-time if he's going to keep letting that man in. You're meant to be marking him. You're not doing a very good job of it, to be honest. Yet another corner here for Ebbsfleet as well. They've already proven they're dangerous off of that. Bingham is the man they're trying to find again. We've kind of dealt with it, and Bycroft does gather up that ball that was floating in the air before Ebbsfleet can cause any more damage. I'm going to have to take Leslie Smith off, I think, because he is just not dealing with Bingham at all. But at the same time, I don't really have anyone I can bring. I mean, I can bring Charlie Noakes on. He's been subpar. I can bring Nick Grimes on. I feel like we kind of do that. We bring Grimes on, we put him on the right, so Purcell is marking him because Purcell is actually having a decent game. So maybe he can deal with Bingham. That's the plan. We'll see whether that comes off or not, ladies and gentlemen. I have a funny feeling it's not going to today. And we've gone attacking and it's not really... I mean, we've grabbed a goal back, but we haven't really looked in this tie at all so far. And every highlight is just Ebbsfleet on the ball here. Another big ball forward, and none of our players are really there to do a lot about it. Luckily, Bycroft, a safe pair of hands there. He hasn't shown it much today. He's distributed it long again. Because why would we listen to your manager and not distribute it long? Let's just thump it up the pitch. It's fine. We've got Asante now. Maybe he can get on the end of it. Although you would probably have to aim in his general direction, you would think. McQueen now nodding that one forward to Bingham again, who does get a shot off. Doesn't manage to test the keeper on that occasion, luckily for us. And what do we do here? something needs doing, and I'm just not. I'm a little bit shell-shocked. Bingham's through on goal again. His first touch has let him down massively there. Otherwise, that would be 4 for Ebbsfleet, I think. That was very lucky for us. We need to stay attacking, but equally, we're just not in it. Martel Taylor Crossdale is going to come off. Jaden Smith is going to come on there up front, and Dan Ball is looking pretty poor as well. So McLennan can come on. I think the only reason he wasn't starting was a couple of fitness issues. But Dan Ball's really not helped out the defence either. Pearson's on a yellow card. Goalkeeper's taken ages over his goal kick. We've got time to tell him to ease off his tackles. Once again, who is that who keeps doing that? You. Grimes. It's Grimes this time. We've brought him in. He's not helped at all. These big balls over the top. We're just missing the headers for him. And it's putting us in a lot of trouble, really. I'm just going to demand more from the team again. I mean, I don't really see what else we can do. I don't think it's... We've got 4 strikers up there. I mean, do we go to a 4-2-4 here and push some players up? I think we might have to, really, if we're going to get anything out of this game. Oh no. It's 4-1. I don't think there's really a lot we can do at all here, but we'll push Stern up. Zach Smith, can you play there? You kind of can play there, can't you? You can go attacking. And I think that's kind of really all we can do, apart from really push up and hope for the best. I mean, we have got distribute the flanks on for the goalkeeper. Maybe that's the problem. We're counter-pressed there as well. But let's be honest here. I don't think we're getting a lot out of this game. Not now we're 4-1 down. It's very, very, very disheartening. I'm just going to have a sip of tea out of my lovely Taunton mug and make myself feel a little bit better. Just all a bit rubbish, isn't it? Never mind. Not going to have that cup run we were talking about then. Unless we're going to score 3 goals in the last 4 minutes, which would be some sort of comeback. But you'd think now if Ebbsfleet have got any sense, they're just going to get the ball and keep it and not give it back. They're going to be those year 11s at school when you're in year 7. They're just going to keep the ball. They're going to boot it away, out of touch, and just stay solid at the back here. And especially when we're playing balls like that, there's no need for them to not be. Oh, finally, we've managed to get the better of Bingham. It's a little bit late now. Maybe we need to be having a look at that lad because he's run us absolute riot today. Asante here. Through to Zach Smith. We could get a consolation goal. Jaden Smith has got a shot off. Doesn't really do a lot to test the goalkeeper though. Not a lot of power on it. And a very, very easy save as it turns out. Again, distribution from the goalkeeper there. We win the first header, but the ball is back with Ebbsfleet. And with only 30 seconds left on the clock. If we could not concede again though, that would be lovely. Bycroft there. Diving down to smother that shot, but it's just all a little bit too late. Ebbsfleet don't even care now. Look at them. They're not even really running after the ball. They just kind of let that bobble round. Goalkeeper's having some fun now. Going to dribble out of his area. And Pearson's just kind of got rid of that one. And it is an absolutely devastating loss to Ebbsfleet. I'm less worried about the fact now that it could... You know, that we haven't got as far as I would have liked in the cup. And we got a nice little bit of money, £3,000. Yay. I'm not sure what it does to the club vision. They want us to be competitive in the FA Cup. And they're happy we've done that. That answers my question on what does be competitive mean. So they weren't expecting us to go this far in the FA Cup, the board. Fine. We have still got the FA Trophy this season. Maybe we'll do a little bit better in that. And we're meant to be avoiding relegation in the National League South. And we're doing that really, really well. My worry here now with the match against Dulwich Hamlet coming up in 3 days' time is that this might have knocked on morale quite a lot. And I guess the only way we're going to find out that is if we go play that match. So this is going to be our lineup for that match against Dulwich Hamlet. We've got Bycroft in goal, McLennan, Falston, Purcell and Leslie Smith as our back 4 today. Ashcroft Lucas making his first appearance for the club in this series. He has probably played for the club before. I'm pretty sure he's been around a fair while at Taunton. Yeah, it's his 3rd season. But he's back from injury, so we're going to see what the man looks like. We've also changed that to a deep line playmaker on defence, so both our central midfielders are a little bit deeper. He's alongside James Stern over on the right for this match. Jaden Smith and Taylor Crossdale start up front because Asante looks absolutely shattered. Probably because we've been relying on him for literally all of our goals at the moment. Martel Taylor-Crossdale has chipped in with a few, especially in the cup competitions against the lower league competition. But in the league, not so much. It's the whole reason we spent a little bit of money to get Asante to come in. When I say a bit of money, it was a free transfer. But, you know, he's quite expensive on wages. We can see at the moment we are down in 13th now after some other league games have been played. I think it will stay there. We're just going to change this to the league table. I hate that it changes back every time. But never mind. Hopefully, we can get a nice win here against Dulwich Hamlet, who are directly below us, 1 point below us in the league at the moment. We really need today a good performance. Although, again, the highlight starts with Dulwich Hamlet on the ball. It's a free kick into the area. It's a header. We need defenders that are, I don't know, bigger, tougher, stronger, faster, something. I'm not sure what it is, but it isn't these defenders, I don't think, at the moment. They just do not seem to be able to defend, really, anything very much at all. And it's quite distressing because when we can get the ball up the top, we actually look like quite a good team. When the ball is played near our defence at all, we're not very good, really. Big ball forward there from the goalkeeper. We've won it back instantly, though. We're going to go on a fast counter-attack here. Jaden Smith dribbling past every man going. Oh, my God, what a goal. What a goal for the man, Jaden Smith. I said he hadn't been scoring very much. It says 6th goal of the season. Those are very, very padded by the fact he scored a hat-trick against one of the lower league teams. Jaden Smith there, though, showing that maybe we should be picking him. Putting some question marks on Martel Taylor-Crossdale accompanying Asante up front. Jaden Smith saying, "It should be me, boss. Pick me, pick me." And that was a brilliant goal. If we could have another one of those, please, that would be lovely. We are going to get to half-time now with the score 1-1. We just need to start this half how we finished the second half, really. Because by the end of the second half, we look really, really good. Just very, very let down by that early free kick from Dulwich Hamlet. And the fact we don't get going very early. Lucas here, out to Purcell again. Smith trying to get on the end of that cross. It is nodded away. Leslie Smith this time. James, it's fine. We've only got 2 Smiths on today. Oh, my God. Striker through. Can we get back and do anything about that? No, we're just going to run alongside him. We're not going to try and tackle him. Luckily for us, it goes way, way, way over, and we don't have to worry about it too much. But again, look at that. Look at the distribution out there, and there's just no one near him. It's like we're playing too narrow, which for a 4-4-2, you'd think we'd be fairly wide. And once again, Dulwich Hamlet there have just absolutely carved us open, and we have been saved by the post. Not something I want to make a habit with. Oh my God, they are all over us all of a sudden. Purcell, big ball forward, trying to find Jaden Smith, the goal scorer. They have found Jaden Smith, the goal scorer. He's through on goal again. That was not quite good a finish, was it? That first goal you scored was absolutely brilliant. That second attempt at one, not so good. Purcell's going to have to come off. Noakes is coming on for him. And I'm kind of tempted. He's not fully fit. But let's bring on Asante there. Let's just swap these guys round. He's kind of the nuclear option now. He is the big red panic button. We really need to keep him fit because he is such a big difference maker to this side already. And you can kind of notice it when he's not in the side. Jay Folston has to come off as well. Callum Pearson going to come on for him. And is this going to be a draw? It looks that way at the moment. Very annoying. And we've just clattered a man. We've just clattered a man. Sorry. Please tell me I didn't imagine that. Stern got turned off and it flashed up number 1 and some other random player's name. Very interesting, that one. Either way, we're going to have to just stay like that now. Maybe we just drop back to cautious and we try and defend this draw, which we are going to do. We're going to see out the match here and defend that one. We tell the lads they're unlucky. I don't know if I believe that entirely. And it does mean Dulwich Hamlet stay below us in 15th place, but we now drop to 14th place. 19 points. Again, a lot can change in this league very, very quickly. We're 5 points away from the relegation zone, but equally, we're only 3 points away from the playoffs. So we are entirely mid-table, I would say. I really hope that improves. It's That wasn't a very good, especially after this lovely run here. I didn't show you guys as well. Was it the match against Hartley? I think it was. Look at this. A hat-trick from Taylor Crosstow, and Jaden Smith, not to be left out, went and scored 4 goals. When I said about panning his numbers earlier, that's kind of what I meant. I think we're going to play through a few more games before tomorrow's episode. Maybe we come back before the FA Trophy second round, and then we probably play Hemel Hampstead, I guess, who are currently first in the league. That seems like a match we should be showing on the series, and one we will probably get entirely battered in if today's episode is anything to go by. If you have enjoyed today's episode though, and you just want to support me and dry off my tears, hit the like button. It would be really, really helpful. I'll use those likes as tissues to clean off the tears from today's loss. Until next Sunday, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's always very much appreciated. I will see you on tomorrow's episode. Bye bye.